Hello guys, what is going on? My name's CrustyBet as always, and if you did not know that, then you are indeed semi-retarded. And on this day, September 11th, 2014, approximately, well not approximately, exactly 13 years ago in 2001, there were almost 3,000 victims of the September 11th attacks, and I just wanted to address that. I muted the gameplay just because my mic was on. All you could really hear is my clicking of the keyboard, but I wanted the focus of this commentary to be more on the subject and not necessarily the gameplay. So, yeah. Out of those 2,996 people, only 4 away from 1,000. 3,000. 3,000 people is kind of a lot, honestly. To just from hijacking a plane, 3,000 people died. That's insane. 19 of those were the hijackers, which who cares if they died? I mean, they're the people that did the bad. Who cares if they died? And 2,977 people were victims. Those were the real victims. Almost 3,000 people. Let's just say 3,000 people from now on. 246 of them were on the 4 planes that were hijacked, which there were no survivors on that. 2,606 were in New York City in the towers and on the ground, and 125 at the Pentagon. So, there are the facts. Now, let's get on to kind of what I think about 9/11. So, it kind of goes without saying that if you are in favor of 9/11, then you really are a sadistic human being. I mean, I try to always, think outside the box, but you can't really think outside the box on this one. It's 9/11, terrorists hijacked planes, they killed almost 3,000 people, and they took down 2 of what used to be the largest buildings in the United States. From what I believe, I could be wrong on that. I feel like I'm wrong, but I feel like I've also heard that they were the largest. So yeah, nothing good came out of this day, and yeah. And for all the people that did hijack the planes, I mean, I realize you guys did it for God, but that doesn't make a difference, I know in those Muslim religions, I don't know if they were Muslim. I didn't really research this, but I do know that those people they die for their religion, right? They do it. They die in the name of their country, and they're perfectly okay with it because they believe that after they are going to go to some place, some magical place, whatever that be. Probably heaven, because that's the only one I know of. I know there's a few fairylands up there. Like, that's not even a joke. I know that there's a few other ones, but heaven is the main one we talk about. And so, yeah, that's why most of these 19 people did it, I believe. They didn't want to do bad. Well, obviously, they kind of did. They wanted to do it for their country, right? And their country hated the United States. Maybe not hated, but they did this for a reason. I mean, don't let this fool you. They just didn't want to go kill 3,000 people. They did it for their country, and what their country wanted is obviously the result of 9/11. And, I mean, there were so many people that just jumped out the towers because they knew that there was no way out. They wanted it to be fast. They didn't want to have third-degree burns before they get heated alive by the gasoline or however the towers went down, or if they crumpled. They didn't want massive struts and beams on top of their neck choking them out. They just wanted to go fast, and that's fine with what they did. I don't care. That's perfectly fine. But the fact that they had to even be faced with the decision of try to survive in here, either get out or just jump out the window, is kind of terrible. Actually, it is terrible that they even had, that they had to make that decision for themselves. This whole thing could have been prevented, yes. But let's not talk about how it could have been prevented. Let's just talk about if it didn't happen. None of this would have happened if it weren't for those 17 or 19 was it 17? It's 19 terrorists. This would have never happened if it weren't for those 19 terrorists and the guy behind 9/11, which, as you guys know, was obviously Osama bin Laden, which is now dead. And if you didn't know that he was dead, then you've probably been living under a rock, as he's been dead for a while, guys. A long, long time. Since 2011, I do believe. Either that or 2012. Late 2011, I think. And yeah, so stop and get out from under your rock and experience the world. So there's no doubt that this is a sad thing, but the good thing is that they did build a memorial, or actually there's been a few memorials, but there's one main one that is where the Twin Towers were. That is where they were, and it has all the names of all the victims and everyone there. And it's actually a nice place if you guys look up images. Actually, I'll put an image up right now, and it's really nice actually. And I'm glad that they did that. Whoever's idea there was. I mean, obviously it was gonna happen, but I do definitely believe that it's cool that they did that, and they're paying respect to all the victims, because it's a sad thing, and once again could have been prevented, but let's not talk about that. So other than that, I really have nothing to say other than it really is just sad. I mean, that's all you can say, right? You can't go elaborate off of that. It is what it is, and you kind of gotta move on. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it is tragic and it shouldn't have happened. And yeah, so for the rest of this commentary, it's gonna be more upbeat, and we are gonna give you some fast facts. We're gonna give you some interesting facts about 9/11, just to kind of end on a better note than it was. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Numero uno. Rescue workers would eventually sift through more than 1 million tons of debris. To put that in perspective, that's 2 million pounds. Tell me if you guys have ever sifted through 2 million pounds in your entire life. Yeah, that's kind of a lot. Numero dos. Over 65,000 personal items were found that helped identify the bodies and to give to their families as remembrance. One display contained 437 watches and 144 wedding rings. That's a lot of married people and a lot of watches. Numero tres. During 9/11, 5 of the hijackers stayed at a motel directly across from the infamous spying organization that we now know of as the NSA, the people who spy on our emails and all of that wonderful stuff. Numero cuatro, why can I not speak the English? Oh wait, this is Spanish, crap. Numero cuatro. So, talk about controversy, the number 11. Here are a few bullet points to know. New York City and Afghanistan both have 11 letters. A man named Ramshin Youseb threatened to destroy the towers in 1993, has 11 letters in his name. The name George W. Bush has 11 letters. The Twin Towers form a giant 11. The 11th state in the Union was New York. The first plane to hit the towers, flight number 11. Flight 11 had 92 passengers. 9 plus 2 equals 11. Flight 77 had 65 passengers. You do the math. September 11th is the 254th day of the year. Number of passengers on board of the 4 planes, 252. Or 254. And 2 plus 5 plus 4 equals 11. So, if you want some controversy, there you go. As always, guys, please do your best to be kind to everybody. You never know what someone's going through. Maybe someone they knew was a victim of the 9/11 attacks. So tomorrow, while extremely unlikely, just keep your mind open. Be kind to everyone. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter if they're your best friend and you joke around. Tomorrow's not a joking day. So, guys, thank you. Have a great day today, because you guys are seeing this on 9/11. It's the day before as I record this. Have a great day. Leave a like if you found this semi-inspirational or just liked it. Share it. Do whatever. It's not going to be monetized. It wouldn't be anyways, because I can't monetize on this channel. But it never will be. So guys, have a great day. And yeah. Peace.